Okay, back to the A variation. It's what we call a hammer lock. You're going to step back in with your left foot, elbow the face. Keep the hand at your backside. Step to 230 and pull them off balance. Pass it over with a big circle. Front snap kick with the back leg or your left leg to the rib cage. One more time. Step in hammer fist. Make sure you counter grab your opponent, keeping that arm at your backside. Step to 230, pull, pass over, and kick the rib cage. B variation. Going to counter grab. Step in and hit them. This time our left foot's going to step to 10-30. As we pull, step again to right, heel palm the elbow, kick in the face area. Again, counter grab, step in and strike. Left to 10-30, right to 10-30, heel palm, kick in the face. The next technique in the orange belt requirements is going to be kimono grab, A, B, C, and D variations. I'll be doing A variation at combat speed. What we're going to be doing here, the guy pins, you're going to pin his arm, step to soft bow, break, come back to soft bow, clear those arms free, chop them in the throat, shuffle in, forearm smash the head, hammer fist the groin, followed by a back kick to the body, crossing out. The B variation, we're going to pin, do the same thing, but this time we're going to hang on to the hands. Chop, then forearm smash, hammer fist, and kick, crossing out. C variation, we're only going to do half of it. We're going to pin, step back and break, clear, chop, and then break the arm one more time. D variation, back up just a little bit. He grabs, step back and pin and break, clear, chop, and taking them on down. Putting the knee in the shoulder. We'll do it from this angle here. Back to A, pin, step back, break, clear, chop, boom, hammer fist, kick in the body, crossing out. C variation, we're going to hang on to the hands, pin, break, clear, chop, hammer fist, followed by a kick to the body. D variation, pin, break, clear, chop, breaking this elbow one more time. Last one, back up just a bit. We're going to take the opponent down. Pin, break, clear, chop, placing the right elbow, right knee in the shoulder blade. In the orange belt requirements will be lever, A, B, and C. So shoulder grab, left grab your right shoulder. Opponent comes up and grabs. You're going to break. There. That was the B variation. What we'll do is go back through them, starting with A. You're going to pin, going to soft bow, breaking the elbow, hooking them in, wing chopping the throat. B variation. You're going to break. This time you're going to hook into the elbow joint, pull them in, elbow across the face. And the C variation. You're going to break, pull, you lost the grip, shuffle in and elbow into the face. We'll do it one time from this side. Grabs, pin, break, pull, chop the throat. B version. Pin, make sure you go soft bow to get that power. Break the elbow, hook them into you, the elbow across the jaw. C version. Last one. Break, pull, shuffle in, elbow the throat or the face. crouching elbows A and B, which is for a right punch. We'll be demonstrating the A variation. Throw a right punch, I'm going to step to 10-30 and parry, elbowing through the rib cage, and then striking back down the nerve of the kidney. On the B variation, when you threw a right punch, you're in too close. So you're going to elbow, shuffle in, and elbow back into the kidney. There's several combative ways to do these. On A variation, when he throws a punch, do just like before. This time you stomp down, grabbing the hair, follow through with an elbow or a hammer fist to the side of the neck. Or the B, another way to do it would be when he threw the right punch. Boom here, and then just come through and ridge hand or heel palm the face as he doubles over. We'll do the A and B variation from this time. So we punch, step 10-30 and parry, elbow, hammer fist into the kidney area. B version, parry, elbow, elbow. Next technique we'll be going over is heel hook. I'll show you the kata version, and then I'll show you the street version, and of course I'll be demonstrating the street version at combat speed. The kata version, I'll just go over real quick in the air, is starting off with the hands up, driving them down just like we did in the combat one, locking them out, hooking the heel, stomping out, and then stomping on the foot. On the combat one, we'll do it from this angle first. Full Nelson, you're going to step out just like in the kata. This time you're going to grab the fingers, step into 230 and point them directly at your opponent. Then you're going to go right down the center line, rolling them over, keeping them on his toes. Left hand grabs the elbow, pull him in, take him on down. We'll do it one more last time from this angle. Grabs, clear, grab the fingers, point them at your opponent, come underneath, grab, place into your elbow, take them on down and control them at that point. Go over is called four-directional throw. It's a takeoff straight off of yellow belt from breaking the sword. This time we're going to use a hook punch to get into the technique. We're going to use a stop hit version. As a guy throws a hook punch, you're going to block, heel palm, grabbing the arm, bringing it into the center of the body, using the gakun to get him off balance. From here, you can take your left foot, slice through the kneecap, bringing it up and over, and then taking him on down and lifting up on the arm. Once again, block, heel palm, bring the hand into the center line, slice through the knee, bring that elbow up to keep pressure on, pivot over the head, take them down to the ground. On the opponent, the opponent throws a right hook punch, block, heel palm, grab, bring them in, using that gakun onto them, get them off balance. Slice it through the knee or the thigh, up and over, and take down. Again from this angle, throws his hook punch. Knife edge to the arm, heel palm to the jaw. Come up and down using the gakun on the radial nerve, getting them off balance. Slicing through the knee, get that elbow up, and taking her down, planting the knee on the rib cage. From this angle over here, block using your stop hit. Coming in, get them off balance. Slicing through the knee, keeping this up high to keep the pressure, pivot, and take down. One last time. Block, coming in, slice, around, and take down. That's called four-directional throw. next technique we'll be going over is bridge. I'll be showing you the combat speed with the throw, which is the way we're going to practice it in here, and then I'll show you the street version with the break, followed by the other two strikes. Now on the street, when the guy grabs you, you're going to step out and grab him, dancing underneath. You're going to break one in your left hand over the one in your right hand. Boom, then you're going to lift up, elbow the solar plexus, hammer fist the groin. Do that one more time. You step out and grab, don't lift up, just let the dancer movement do its work. Step in and break, lift, elbow, hammer fist. The B variation, if he has his left foot forward, we're going to grab. You notice that foot's in the way, so you're going to kick it, lift up, elbow, hammer fist. One more time. The only difference between the A and the B version will be a front snap kick. Next technique we'll be going over is the eagle beak, A, B, and C. I'll be demonstrating the C at somewhat of a combat level. Now the main objective here is to try to get a hold of this handle. So on A, you want to pin and strike up into the soft part of the arm. Then from here, the guy jerks his arm back. You just grab a hold of it and take him into a lock. From there you can take him on down, or you can kick him. Again, pin, roll it over, striking in as the guy jerks his arm away. You just use that as a lock. The B variation can be done one of two ways. First way is to pin his hand, striking in, and then from there you've got an arm bar. You can either strike him in the throat, or you can break that arm on down. The other way for the B version, if you can't hang on to the arm, is you're going to clear it and strike, follow through with a chop to the throat or a back fist to the face. The C variation, we're going to combine the first two and have one more move. You're going to pin, strike up, strike in, and break. From here you can follow through with a wing chop to the throat or come back in and break into the elbow. One more time on C. You grab, pin, step in and strike, pull it back, strike it back into the armpit area, breaking those nerves, followed by either a wing chop to the throat or a break to the elbow. The next technique we're going to be going over in the orange belt requirements is front bear hug, A through E. Most of these I will be doing in the air, and A and E I'll be demonstrating on Josh. I'll go ahead and demonstrate E on Josh at a combat level. Of course, front bear hug is for a front bear hug. What we'll be doing is on A version, when the guy comes in and puts you in a bear hug, you're going to step around your opponent, grab him by the hair, opening that throat up, and half fist the throat. One more time. Grab, step around them, pull them off, and half fist the throat. The B version, what you'll be doing is stepping back and using the back knuckles to go to the back of the mastoid area of the neck. And you'll just do this several times, 2 or 3 times. Once again, you'll step back and just back knuckle into the head. On the C version, you're going to be using your fist number 1, and you'll be taking it to the base of the neck and cradling the head at the same time and stepping back and striking. Once again, you cradle the head, step back, and strike. On the C version, if you follow your jaw up to the ear, you'll have a little nerve right there. You're going to cradle the side of the head, driving into the nerve that way, and stepping back. So once again, you're going to cradle and drive in. The last one, the E, I'll be demonstrating on Josh. When they grab, you're going to step back, pulling the hair back, striking with the C version, then pulling the hair back, raking the eyes, half fisting the throat. So we'll be combining two techniques. One more time. Comes in and grabs, you strike, grab, and a rake, and half fisting the throat. The next technique we'll be going over in the orange belt requirements is Scimitar. I'll be demonstrating this one at combat speed. What we'll be doing here is stepping to 1030, chopping down on the radial nerve with your left hand as the right hand is cocked high. This also could have been a clearing for a two-man attack or a back fist. From here, we're going to knuckle rake through the eyes, hammer fist into the kidneys. Now, a follow-up could be for this is he back knuckle into the kidneys and he comes back. You can again stomp back into that knee, grabbing the neck and elbowing, or once again following through with a back kick to the back. We'll do this one from this side. We'll step to 1030, chopping down, breaking into the eye, hammer fist into the kidneys, and then you can follow up with a stomp to the knee and a back kick to the back. Next technique we're going to be going over is breaking the cross. This one's identical to bridge, except we're going to be coming across the body in order to break because the opponent's on top of us. I'll be demonstrating this one at combat speed. Just like bridge, the guy instead of being at arm's length, this time he's on top of you, so you can't dance or under. So you can step out and grab, come across the body, break the arm in your left hand over the arm in your right hand, or break the arm in your right hand over the arm in your left hand. Then you're going to front snap kick the groin or the thigh, whatever is available as you land, forearm smash the face. Once again, step out and grab, cross the body, break the arm, kick the groin, smash the face. The next technique we'll be going over is aiming the spear. This is a left grab to your right shoulder. What you're doing on this, when your opponent grabs you, you're going to step back out of the critical distance line using a flex box and pulling them into your heel palm of the jaw. Then you're going to turn around and half fist the throat as you open it up. Do it from this side. Opponent grabs, clear, heel palm the throat or the nose, half fist the throat. One last time. Clear and heel palm, half fist to the throat. The next technique we're going to be going over in the orange belt will be raising the staff A, B, and C. I'll be demonstrating at combat speed the C variation, which is for a straight arm wrist grab. On the A variation, what you're doing, what we're going to be doing is using the web hand, coming straight in under the arm, clearing it, driving straight down onto the armpit. Once again, release and strike. The B version is if he tries to throw a punch at you. You're going to hook, come in and grab his throat, rip and strike. One more time. He tries to throw a punch, come in and grab his throat, rip down, and strike down at the same time. The C variation, we'll do it from this angle. He grabs, you're going to step out, rolling the hand over, grabbing the thumb and the meaty part of the hand, ripping out towards the thumb, coming over the top, stepping to square, and taking him down. Again. Stepping out, grabbing the meaty part of the hand, clearing through the thumb, grabbing the hand, stepping to square, and taking him down. is called locking elbow. This is for a straight arm wrist grab. Basically what we're doing is when the opponent grabs you, you're going to counter grab his wrist, stepping down, pushing on the fingers, going to a soft bow, torquing up the horse to break the elbow. Hammer fist, the groin, slamming the hand down, pulling them into your back fist. One time from this direction, he grabs, counter grab, step in, get those fingers bent, the elbow locked out, break. Hammer fist the groin, back fist his face. Be going over is reverse hammer lock. This is for a hammer lock just as it was in passing the horizon, but this time he's grabbing you with his opposite hand, with this hand here. Right. What you're going to do is you're going to counter grab your opponent, stepping in. Now it's not the elbow that's going to break the arm, it's the body weight, so really torque that body. Then you're going to hammer fist into the groin. That's the A variation. Once again, your opponent's on top of you, you're going to step out in a soft bow, torquing that body to horse, breaking your opponent's elbow, hammer fist in the groin. The B variation, he's at arm's length from you. So this time you're going to counter grab, step into soft bow, breaking that elbow, and hammer fist in the groin. One more time. Counter grab, step to soft bow, break, hammer fist the groin. Is Anvil, A, B, C, and D variation. I'll be demonstrating at combat speed the B variation, which is for a two-hand wrist grab. Basically what we're doing on this one is using the thumbs, which is the weakest part of a grip, stepping back and pulling away. Back knuckle into the radial nerves, step in, double heel palm to the solar plexus. Again, step back and clear the arms with the back fist, step in, double heel palm to the solar plexus. The B version is identical to A, except we're going to add a front snap kick to the groin to kind of loosen our opponent up. We're going to step back, clear, kick him, and hit him as we land with that front snap kick. Again, step back, clear, kick, hit him as we land. The C version, you're up against the wall, you're in your apartment, out in a crowded parking lot, you don't have room. So this time we're going to step back to cap, clear, front snap kick, double heel palm strike. Again, so same as B, except we're doing a cat stance instead of stepping back. Last one, D variation. Maybe you don't have enough time to do all that, or you don't have time to clear the wrist. You just spread them and kick them. The technique we're going to be going over is knee lift, which is for a bear hug, your arms are pinned. What you're going to be doing on here is you're going to be doing a double thumb strike to the groin. Now from here you want to grab with your forearms in the line of the jaw, keeping them in tight to you. This way if you whip one way, then you can throw him the other way and break his neck. So you're going to grab, keeping that in tight, knee him, plant the foot down, and step to the side of the groin. One more time. Shoot the groin, get him off of you. Forearm smash into the jaw area, gripping these hands and keeping them in tight. Knee him, step down, and go. In the next technique we're going to be going over in the orange belt requirements is going to be crane leap A through D. I'll be demonstrating crane leap C. What we're going to be doing is practicing this off of a handshake Then we'll go to a wrist grab, and then eventually we'll go into a punch. From here, what you want to do is leap with your left foot as you bend the fingers back and hyperextend this elbow and try to grab. On A, all you do is knee. Boom. Okay? One more time. Hyperextend and pull them into your knee. On the B version, you're going to do the same type of a leap with the heel palm and knee them, but this time we're going to add a side thrust kick into the knee. So you leap in, knee, side thrust. C version, hyperextend. This time hang on to the nerves, so you're going to step back, pull them in, a right chop to the neck. And in the D variations, all the above. Heel palm knee, side thrust kick, pull them in, and chop. Let's do it from this direction. Handshake, bend the fingers back as you leap, hyperextend that elbow, and A is just the knee. The B version, we'll just add a side thrust kick to it. Hyperextend, side thrust kick out. C version, here, grab those nerves, step back, chop the neck. Last one will be all of the above. Hyperextended knee, side thrust kick, pull them in, and chop. The next technique we're going to go over is called leg pull. On this one, you've got a bear hug from behind. What you're going to do is you start to step out and back. You're going to hammer fist the groin and soften him up a little bit. Sit on his knee. As you lock that knee out, you're going to grab down around Achilles' heel, pull up, pull him off balance and onto his back, and then back kicking straight into the groin. Again, you're going to step out and back, hammer fist the groin, sit on the knee, pull up, back kicking your opponent into the groin. On your opponent, as your opponent grabs you, step out, hammer fist. Make sure you don't step out, you step back. Sit on that knee and lock it out. Grab the leg, pull them up and back kick the groin. Once again, opponent grabs, hammer fist as you step back, sit on the knee. Grab the leg, pull up and back kick the knee or the groin. Opponent grabs, step out, hammer fist, sit on the knee, give him to lock it out. Grab the Achilles heel, pull up, back kick the groin. One last time. From here, step out, hammer fist, sit on the knee, grab the Achilles heel, pull it out from under him, and back kick the groin. It's called leg pull. This thing we're going to go over is called chokes and strangles. It's a technique, but it's something you're going to get into as you do your techniques, so just be there. You can get them into off of your Chinese sword. You can get them in when you're ground fighting. So what we're going to do is we're going to start these from a seated position. So James will sit down on his knees. And what you do is the opponent or your partner that's doing the chokes will put one knee down and one knee up. The knee that's down will use the hand to choke with. So in this case, my right knee's down. Each time I do a technique, I want to remove my hand and start all over. Now you don't want to come in and around because you're going to take your right hand for a breath choke. You're going to slip it right down in and around his throat, placing the radial nerve across the windpipe. Your left hand is going to be palm straight across the shoulder. You're going to grab from here. You're going to tuck your chin, twist in, and push. Once again, right hand snakes in and around till the thumb is just slightly past the throat. Left hand's laying across the shoulder, palm up. Grab palm to palm. You're going to tuck the chin, your chin that is, twist in and push. That's called the breath choke. Now the blood choke is the same setup. This time you're going to snake in and around, bring that thumb just so it's barely past the neck. So the radial nerve and the thumb pressure is right on the artery on the side of the neck. You're going to grab the same way and twist and turn the same exact way. You want to use this type of motion here. Once again, on the blood choke, coming in and around, bring the hand all the way around to the thumb slightly past the neck. Left hand's on the shoulder, press it in and turn it. That's your blood choke. Your next one's called a scissor choke. This time you're going to snake in and around, grabbing onto the gi as high up as you can get. So the crook of this wrist is inside of his neck. And from here, you can lay your left hand on the shoulder, come all the way across, and pull on the gi as you pull on your bicep. One more time, you're going to come in, snake all the way around, grabbing that gi, place this hand across the body, all the way on the back of the neck, pull in on the gi, and down on the left hand. That's your scissor choke. Your next one's called a python choke. Left hand will lay right across the shoulder, just slightly past the elbow. Your right hand will snake in and around, grabbing your own bicep. Left hand comes up and over to the top of the crown of the head. You're going to press down and do the same type of action, twisting and pushing. One more time, the hand lays across the shoulder, hand snakes in and around, grabbing your own bicep, come across, grab the crown of the head, press down, and turn on your right wrist. Last one's called a half Nelson. This time the hand's going to snake around, grabbing up high on the collar again. Your left hand's going to come in high on the elbow here, get them up in, get them on the crown again. You're going to press down on the head as you turn on the collar of your opponent here. One more time. Hand snakes in, comes up high onto the gi. Your left hand comes in high on the arm. Get it on the crown of his head. Turn and press. And those are your chokes and strangles of A through E. Technique we're going to go over is called a wrist downturn. This is for a straight thrusting knife. What you're going to do is your opponent thrusts the knife in and then back. You're going to grab the wrist at that point as he pulls you back. Your left hand will grab the wrist, your right hand will grab the fist. You're going to pull it up and then press it down, getting them off balance. From here, you're going to shuffle slightly forward, getting them to go back, spin around, adjust your feet, and then drop your left knee down onto the bicep as you remove the knife from his hand. One more time, as you thrust in, catch him on. As he's pulling back, grab the wrist, and then grab the fist. Press down, step across, then pivot around, and drop your knee onto the bicep as you pull the knife out. On your opponent, he comes in a thrust, catch him on the back, coming back in. You're going to grab the knife, step in, taking him down, and then pivoting around. Drop your knee on the bicep, and then remove the knives and just apply it to him. Again, catch him on the retraction. Here, step in, press down on the wrist, step out, pivot, and then drop your knee on the bicep as you pull the knife out. This angle over here. Thrust, he pulls back, you grab it at this point. Come up and grab the fist. Step in as you press down, pushing him back and off balance, pivoting around, dropping your left knee on the bicep as you remove the knife from your opponent's arm. One more time. You thrust, catching on the rebound. Come up, step in as you drop, pivot around, placing the knee on the bicep and removing the knife. That's called a wrist downturn action. The next technique we're going to go over for the orange belt requirements is called leg sweep. We're going to work this off of a two-hand punch, or a two-hand grab I should say. And later on we'll show you how to use it off of fence and strikes as well. We'll just go right to the opponent. If your opponent grabs you, you want to step in with your right foot into the center line, trying to grab the elbow and the shoulder and push on that back leg here, or his right leg. From here you're going to pivot, sweep the leg out, slide back, and then you'll front snap kick the groin. Again, then grab, push him in, get all the weight on this right leg of his. Shuffle in a little bit, come in behind the leg, sweep it out, left kick into the groin as you shuffle back in. From this side over here, your opponent grabs, push him off, balance. Get all that weight on that leg you want to sweep. Come in, sweep, kick the groin. One last time. He grabs, grab the elbow, and push. Get all that weight on that back leg. Sweep the leg, front snap kick the groin. It's called leg sweep. It's called single leg takedown. I'm just going to go immediately into using it on opponents. It'll be kind of hard to show you in the air. If your opponent throws a right hook, you're going to step in with your right foot, do a double blades to the arm, headbutt. Followed by here, elbow the chin, push him off balance. From here, your left foot steps in and behind your opponent's leg, take him down, drop your right knee into the groin, and punch in the face. Again, as he throws his hook punch, headbutt, block, elbow, push, step behind your opponent, sweep the leg as you take them down. From this angle over here, throws his punch, headbutt as you do a double blades block, uppercut under the chin with your elbow, push him off to the side, hook your left leg around his, push down, dropping your right knee into the groin, hanging on to his hand. One more time. He steps in, block and headbutt, elbow, push, hook the leg, take down and drop. It's called a single leg takedown. Orange is called an outside leg reap. There again, we're going to use an opponent right off the bat rather than doing this in the air. This is going to be off of a two-hand choke. Your opponent chokes you, grab the wrist for control later on. Step out, web hand to throat. Get him to soften up real good. Bring your right leg up, and basically you're just going to back kick into the thigh. Taking him off his feet, dropping your knee into the rib cage, and heel palming as he comes up. Again, your opponent grabs, step out, heel palm, or I should say web hand to throat. Bring the knee up, back kick, drop, heel palm. From over here, your opponent grabs, step out, grab the wrist, web hand to throat. Bring your leg up, back kick, drop your knee onto his rib cage, heel palm to the head. One last time. He grabs, step out and web hand, hanging onto this hand. Come up, back kick out, drop, heel palm to the head. It's called an outside leg reap. Make sure when you practice, your opponent or your partner's feet are slightly almost in a horse stance, so that you don't back kick accidentally into one of their thighs, and you don't actually back kick when you're practicing. You just kind of hook the leg up and over so they don't get hurt. It's called an outside leg reap. The last technique that's required for orange belt is called a leg block. This is how you can deal with someone who's doing a crossing back kick or any type of kick, really. The main thing to do is when you practice is put shins on each other's legs so that you can get a good solid stomp. We're not going to do a full power one since we don't have any shins right now. Your opponent takes a crossing back kick. As he starts to cross on you, this is when you're going to come down. As he starts to do that kick, come down onto that leg, then you're going to hit him with a heel palm or a strike, get in behind him. Both hands are going to come in and claw the eyes. From here, you're going to step back and throw, and then drop your knee onto his chest or ribs as he falls down. Once again, as you start to go to cross, drive down on that knee, coming down onto it, getting him to stop it. Come up and grab the eyes, step back, throw him to the ground, and drop your right knee onto his chest. From this angle over here, as he does his crossing back kick, you come in, jamming that kick up, plant down. From this point, you're going to heel palm or strike, get him to look the other way so he can't see what you're doing. Come up and claw the eyes. From here, you're going to hang on to him, step back, throw, and drop your right knee into the body. One last time. Comes in the kick, drive down and block it. Hit him, claw the eyes, digging into the eyes, using them as a leverage to throw. It's called a rear lever throw. Throw them down, drop your knee onto the body. So you're going to use a rear lever throw for the actual throwing part, and you're going to use it off of a crossing back kick. Your first kata required for orange belt is called short one. This is going to be a combination of about 4 techniques doing power side, weak side. From here, you start in salutation. You're going to step back as you do stop, hit, seat, power side. Then you're going to step back 6 with your right foot as you do stop, hit, see, weak side. Adjust your right foot about 6 inches towards 3 o'clock. Japanese sword B, step back, Japanese sword B, weak side. From here, you're going to adjust your right foot 6 inches towards 6. From here, upwards block, Kenpo shield A, step back left to 9, Kenpo shield B. From here, you adjust your left foot to 12 o'clock. Proceeding with delayed sword, step back right to 12, delayed sword weak side, taking your right foot back into square horse, facing 12 o'clock as you finish with your salutation. Again, from this angle, salutation, stop, hit, C, power side, stop, hit, C, weak side. Japanese sword B, Japanese sword B, weak side. Kenpo shield A, followed by Kenpo shield B, weak side. Delayed sword, weak side. Finish with salutation. I'll do it one more time, this time without explanation. And that concludes all your orange belt requirements for Kenpo Jiu-Jitsu. Thank you very much.